on a personal level.
Huge babyface turn for Foley, huge heel turn for The Rock. Rock bottom 98, gets the win over The Rock, but he didn't submit him. He didn't pin him. Remember, he knocked him out. So Vince goes, no, TKO, okay, you can't win the title like that. So really, Foley should have been champion, but he's getting screwed by, Vince and the corporation. So then the feud continues on. Huge ratings for a Raw 99 Worcester Mass, where Foley wins the first title, where infamously Schiavone tells you to, basically flip the channel, and Foley wins their world title. And which basically kind of Foley, if you want to say, was kind of the one that put the nail in the coffin for WCW in the ratings, because they never won again after that.
That was such a huge mistake, and that was such a gamble. See, here's what happened, bro. This is where you got to separate. I always say this all the time, John. When I wrote this show, I didn't write a show that I liked. I wrote a show that I think the masses were going to like. And here's where Eric made a mistake. Eric didn't like Mick Foley. It's that simple. So Eric is saying, tune on over, Mick Foley, ha, ha, ha. Not realizing, bro, people love Mick Foley. You just told them Mick Foley's going to win the title, but because of Eric's personal feelings towards Mick, it totally backfired on him, bro. That was a huge mistake on his part.
And the pop that Foley got, I mean, obviously everybody loves that. One of the most memorable moments in Raw history.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yep.
Royal Rumble 99. Rock beats Foley in an I Quit match, but of course they cheats, and it's a vicious match, and it's covered in Beyond the Mat and everything else, but man, we've covered it before too, but man, what a crazy match with the headshots with the chair.
I hate that. I can't watch. Yeah, I can't watch that again.
He never said I quit, though. They recorded him earlier on Sunday Night Heat saying I quit, which is genius.
Yes.
Good stuff. And then, of course, halftime Heat was literally in the halftime of the Super Bowl. Foley wins back the title during the halftime of the Super Bowl. What a cool, mainstream.
Bro, I totally ripped off that idea from Terry Funk and Jerry Lawler in Memphis. 1,000%. That's where I love that match, and that's where I got the idea from.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre. There was a no contest. That was a last man standing match between them. So a lot of matches, a lot of back and forth. Then the Raw after that, The Rock beats Foley in a ladder match thanks to the Big Show, and he becomes a champion again. So obviously then Rock goes on to Austin. Foley goes on to Big Show, but the winner of that match will be the referee for WrestleMania 15.
Yeah.
Was that initially supposed to be the match, or was the match initially supposed to be Rock, Foley, Austin three-way at WrestleMania 15?
It was supposed to be a three-way, and Shawn Michaels showed up at a TV taping and got in everybody's ear about how it just should have been Austin and Rock, including Rock. And because of that, Vince took Mick out of the match. That was a three-way match, without a shadow of a doubt. I was so freaking pissed off at Shawn. I cut a promo on Shawn at Hunter, knowing Hunter will tell Shawn. Then Shawn threatened me. I think, was that the only time I got threatened by a wrestler? I think that was the only time I got threatened by a wrestler, but I was so pissed off that Shawn took that away from Mick. So pissed off.
Crazy that he gets involved in something he shouldn't even be involved with, because then Foley does get in the match and it makes it three-way. Not really, though. He's just a referee because he beats Big Show by DQ earlier on in the day. So he is a part of the match, but it's just as a referee. So it's a lot different than it really was supposed to be.
Absolutely. And he had earned that spot, and that's why it was set up. And I was the one that had to tell him he was out, and I hated that, bro. Hated it.